I'm Christine Frizzau in Washington, where we are taking a look at new fallout from last week's ruling by the Supreme Court, barring federal judges from issuing nationwide injunctions. Those are essentially court orders that prevent the federal government from implementing a policy or law. Well, on Wednesday, we saw a judge rule once again against a White House policy under a different name. President Donald Trump has called the past use of nationwide injunctions by federal judges a, quote, colossal abuse of power.
If any one of the nearly 700 federal judges disagreed with the policy of a duly elected president of the United States, he or she could block that policy from going into effect or at least delay it for many years.
The Supreme Court last week handing him a victory, limiting the power of federal courts to use these injunctions. During this term, the vast majority have come from just 5 districts: Maryland, Massachusetts, California, Washington State, and Washington, D.C.
Think about that. 94 districts, and 35 out of the 40 opinions with nationwide injunctions came from 5 liberal districts in this country.
This week, a federal judge, once again in Washington, D.C., did block another Trump policy, this one barring migrants who cross the southern border from seeking asylum in the United States. The judge insisted the president violated immigration laws passed by Congress, identifying asylum seekers as a group or class of people, part of a class action lawsuit and not a nationwide injunction.
I think on the merits, the case has real legs. The problem is I don't think a court of appeals is going to let the fact that it's a class action. I think they're going to say it's a backdoor to a nationwide injunction.
Before the 1960s, nationwide injunctions were extremely rare. There were 64 during President Donald Trump's first term. Critics say because he pushed the boundaries of the law far more than his predecessors.
This is the playbook that Trump has been using. Do things that are unconstitutional and illegal, and then essentially hope that it's going to go through. So judges have had to step in and say, no, we have to stop this for everybody, not just for a group.
Within hours of this week's ruling from the federal judge, the Trump administration filed an appeal. The judge also postponed that ruling from taking effect for 2 weeks. I'm Christine Frizzau reporting.